866 Ron Zero Fez, a little bit of the Grateful Dead. Saluting Brother Neil. We'll get this thing started today. It is, what's today, Wednesday?
Wednesday, December 5th.
Wednesday, December 5th. The entire fucking opening is thrown off. I sent Earl home already, and I'm not even going to deal. I'm not even going to bring it up. I don't even want to fucking look around. Although I do got a bunch of audio that I don't want. I didn't get the stuff that I did want. And nothing has changed. It's all exactly the same. Nothing should be down. All right, 866.
Well,
and we tried to check on Earl. No, just got the voicemail.
Well, Ferris Bueller having the time of his life. Just the time of his life. Yeah, I had to send him out of here today.
I don't know what happened, but...
What I call up, I asked for show prep. He doesn't do it, and he said that you guys were too busy to help him.
He didn't ask us.
I swear to God. And then literally, Pitsy shows up with work that I didn't want, but no one's doing the work that I did want.
He didn't actually ask us nor talk to us this morning.
I know that 1,000,000%. Did Earl take his Hodge medicine with him?
He probably did. He probably did.
Yeah, because I think that was in his coat jacket.
See?
Damn it. You still can't reach Earl, huh?
No, still haven't gotten him.
You run a tight ship, big man.
So I'm still getting the voicemail.
No, you have to
He
be
ate his own.
Creamy.
18 years old to be a waiter. Pure and simple.
No.
That's why when you see things...
If you're wrong, will you go with Earl? Will you leave here and go with Earl?
No, but no.
Yes. Well, then why are you screaming that we don't know what we're talking about? Will you put yourself on the line?
I can't do that.
And you'll
I'll
take
jerk him off or something.
He's gone. I want you to leave with him. I want to get down to where it's nobody.
No. I'll...
How do I know this?
How do I know this?
We used to do this with Earl when he worked here. For you, though, get into it. So Fez gets back to me. You're not going to believe this. He says, well, we went over it with the sound people, and it would be easier just to do it at comics. I go, why would it be easier? We'll bring a small audience. We've got the benches in here. We got the couches. It'll be great. And they go, the sound is better in comics than it is. I go, wait, the sound is better in a comedy club than it is in a brand new fucking studio?
Well, this is news to me, then. I guess we should be broadcasting our show from Comics Comedy Club.
Absolutely. I'm like, I would fire somebody for if this is true.
Yeah, I mean, then there's no reason for us to do the show here.
It's absolutely. Nor that we spent all summer without a studio doing this. And it doesn't offend any of the suits. And they hear that back from the fucking sound guy. And I would say, the sound isn't perfect in that room, then you're fired. But no, that doesn't fucking happen in this world. I don't know what it is. I hate to say we're a nation of Earls, but what's the best way to put it? We're a nation of lying, lazy people.
Okay. That fits, actually.
Who get away with murder.
That's...
And I'm not, and that's why China has whipped past us like there's no tomorrow. Like there is no tomorrow. Brad, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Rob.
Yeah.
Hey, John C. was in that Retard Island movie, Dark Water.
Oh, he's also in Dark Water, yeah.
He was.
Yeah. All right, what's your favorite role with John C. Reilly?
Come on, I have my favorite role and my favorite line when he says, "Ever see that movie Star Wars?"
Yeah.
People tell me I look like Han Solo.
He was...
I love that role.
He was amazingly funny, but he was incredibly heartbreaking at the same time.
He was awesome.
Yeah.
Think of everything that he did, as from Chest Rockwell to then starting the band to then that great scene with the, at the end when the guy's throwing the bank snaps and they have to rip it off. The way he's twitching and nervous is unbelievable.
I saw him and Philip Seymour Hoffman do True West in a little fucking theater in New York. And it was it was unfucking believable. Unbelievable.
That would
how
be
good it was.
awesome.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine seeing an actor of that stature in person. That would just trip me out.
Well, just go to Unmasked. All you got to do is go to Unmasked.
I will.
And what I'll do is play a couple scenes with him. All right, John and I would like to do an improv for you. And then you act like you're driving. For some reason, you always act like you're driving. Here's Tony. Tony, you're on Run of Fez.
Buddies,
Yeah.
RadioGoldFans.com. And The Good Girl with John C. Reilly, he had that scene where he grabbed Jennifer on his tit while trying to jerk off into a cup.
I honestly thought that was a good movie, too. Remember The Good Girl?
Yeah,
it was a
I
little
did.
independent film.
Thought it was good.
Yeah.
That movie that Dave was talking about is called Criminal, not Thief.
Okay, Criminal. I knew. Well, a thief
I don't
is a
know.
criminal, but it's very good. Go out and rent it if you're a John C. Reilly fan.
Or if you're doing an interview with him. Casper, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey guys, first off, best show of the year yesterday. I don't know why. And how about John C. Reilly's Magic Show in Boogie Nights?
Oh, yeah, hysterical. It's very light wine. Just wanting to be a magician is a hysterical thing.
And what is his thing at the end? He does candy naughty. What does that even mean? It was so funny.
You know what? I don't want you coming in this unmasked. You're too weird and giddy.
No, because that guy is. I really love him. I was saying
That's why I don't want you there. I don't want you acting all weird and giddy.
he's like he reminds me of so many of my uncles. Just that big
it's a
Irish
Mick.
curly hair,
Right.
and but my uncles don't have talent. But
Yeah.
John C. Reilly has an abundance.
Here's Dan. Dan, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Ronnie B, how you guys?
Good.
Hey, have you guys seen the movie Hard Eight with Reilly in it?
Yeah. That was the first movie he did with Paul Thomas Anderson.
That was a beaut, man.
Yeah.
He plays a lame better than anybody. He plays anything better than anybody. He's great.
Yeah, he's really, really a great actor. That's actually a great film. And didn't that have 2 titles?
No.
Yeah, it's available under 2 titles. Hard Eight, I think, is what Paul Thomas Anderson called it, and then the studio put it out on under a different title.
Oh, I had no idea about that.
Yeah,
I only knew it as a Hard Eight.
yeah, and then I think what happens is once Paul Thomas Anderson got it back out on DVD, had a little more heat on him. I think he put it back out as Hard Eight. You guys looking that up?
Yeah, we're looking it up now.
Thanks. Go to IMDb. Slow moving team here. Yeah,
It was called Sydney.
Sydney was the real name.
Oh wow,
That's what it is. Sydney is the real name, and then the studio changed it to Hard Eight.
I kind of like Hard Eight. I hate to go against the director.
Don't say a damn thing.
What?
Don't say a damn thing to have about it.
I'm not going to talk to Mr. Reilly.
Good. Here's Justin. You're on Run of Fez.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good.
Good. John C. Reilly was Sasquatch in Tenacious D: Pick of Destiny.
He was?
That whole trippy mushroom scene, yeah, that was him.
Now, by the way, I did crack up at that. I fucking rolled at that.
I liked it too. I thought it was pretty funny.
That thing tubed at the theaters.
I don't know why. And another weird performance by Tim Robbins, who does these cameos in strange places.
Well, he hangs out with the weird, over the top comedy guys too.
Yeah, his Tim Robbins' cameo in High Fidelity
Right.
was a little strange, and of course he was in Austin
I like
Powers.
that though.
No, I think that's
When
really
he did
cool.
in High Fidelity, I thought he was
Ian?
hysterical.
Fucking all of that.
He was kept fucking with his hair. Tony, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Ronnie.
Yeah.
John C. was the guy who ratted out Hoffa in the movie Hoffa with Jack Nicholson.
Oh, good one.
That's
yeah.
right.
Hey, Earl. Jamal Jenkins.
They won't get off that, Earl. Why don't you leave and turn off your cell phone?
But I wanted to charge my phone, and I do that all.
How about the fact that he called you at home, too? So what were you doing? Charging your fucking landline?
I never got a message at home either.
You shouldn't have had to if you were standing there. The phone rang. I guess you were taking a shit. What a perfect storm of ineptitude all comes together at the same time.
I don't know what to say. I mean, as far as I was charging my phone, I wasn't blowing people off.
Yeah.
Were you blowing people?
No.
Earl?
No, I wasn't. I was not blowing anyone.
Yourself?
Not myself either. That's impossible.
Who would even have to come up and say that? Hey, we're talking about, this is what started when I was looking for Fez. You and Fez, which, by the way, it freaks me out that we don't know that he was missing today. And I really am starting to blame you guys for not keeping a better eye on him.
That was a slip up on our parts.
Never leave the baby alone. He could have crawled outside and fallen 5 stories and we wouldn't even know. All right, Brett Favre, who you and Fez had buried last year, said you wanted Sports Illustrated Sportsman of the Year. So that's not even Football Player of the Year. That's the best person in sports this year.
That's surprising to me.
He's having a phenomenal year.
Yeah, he's having a good year. But, Brady's having a better year. There's a lot of athletes having better years.
But he's 38 years old, and he's taken a team that's got no experience to a 10-2 record, which is phenomenal. So I'm going to tell you the truth. Do you think that the Packers would be 10-2 with Brady? Because I don't know that, my friend. I honestly think it takes a Brett Favre. Now here, I forget how many games his streak is up to. It's like 240 something right now. I think this destroys Cal Ripken's record.
No.
Iron Man record.
Really?
Because you're doing that in a game where every play people are trying to hurt you and knock you out of the game.
Yeah, but you
don't have that in baseball.
Yeah, but you get those 6 days off, too. And, Cal Ripken, you have to play every single day for 6 months.
I understand.
Years.
I understand that's a good health record. But it is not as tough as being hit, hurt, knocked down. And who's even close? What other quarterback is even close to him? This will be out there as an unbroken record.
It would have to be
for
Peyton.
A long, long time. Here's our buddy Foundry Music, Jeff. Hello, Jeff.
Hi, guys.
Yeah.
I'd just like to know why Earl is lying. Because everyone knows you can keep your phone on while you charge it. The whole world knows that.
This is something I've always done. I've done it ever since I got a cell phone.
Now, let me ask you this. When you charged it, why didn't you check all your messages first?
When I charged it, I didn't even check messages. I didn't even look for messages. I just shut it off and put it on the charger.
It's not a procedure that is required when charging a phone.
I always keep my phone on while it's charging.
Everybody does.
It's like
everything Earl does is a lie.
Why am I going to lie?
To not get fired, Earl.
But it serves no purpose, Earl. Why would you need to turn the phone on? What purpose would that serve?
When I charge my iPod, I shut off the iPod. When I charge my Inno, I shut off the Inno. I shut everything off before I charge it.
You don't receive phone calls on your iPod and your Inno, so turning off the phone means you can't get phone calls.
And wouldn't you think yesterday would be a day you would keep the phone on?
Thinking, I wonder if I am fired? And it's during work hours, He
reminds me so much, Mr. B, sometimes of William H. Macy in Fargo.
Yeah.
When all the shit's going on around him, and he's just like, Scotty, I'm going to bed. he just wants everything to go away.
And that motherfucker wouldn't let his own wife get kidnapped. He would let his own wife get kidnapped. Jack, you're on Fez.
Hey, guys, what's going on?
Yeah.
About the Brett Favre and Tom Brady thing, that's ridiculous because Tom Brady has the best receiving core in the NFL right now with Stallworth, Welker, and Moss, and Favre doesn't have anybody big name except for Amon Green in the running back area.
If anything, he's turning these guys into big names. He needs all... you cannot say enough of what this man has done at 38 years old. Here's the other weird thing. Because you guys were calling him old man last year. You wanted to get rid of him. But you look at him, and he's so kind of gray, and he's grizzled. He really looks old, right?
Yes.
But if you imagine that he was running for president, he would look really like a baby. You would take this guy who looks like a grizzled veteran and go, he's a kid. Right. He can't run for president. It's the weirdest thing that perceptions do to us.
And it's strange because, I'm 30. He's 38. He's not that much older.
And it's like he's ancient. Ron, you're on Run Fez.
Hello, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, I wanted to let you know Brett Favre's having a 250th game this weekend.
250. It's phenomenal for a quarterback to do that.
It's very impressive, but Ripken got to 2,600 games.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
And a game where no one's trying to hurt you. An attendance record. And most of the guys rest it out in baseball. That's why they don't do it. The guys who don't play quarterback is because they're really hurt.
Right.
They're physically hurt. They've broke a collarbone, had concussions. Most guys don't go after the other record because that's a silly fucking record. Why show up and play every day? All you're going to do is bring your average down. David, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Yeah.
Hey, I do think the Favre record is huge, but the Ripken record's a little better for me because Ripken has to play at least 5 innings for it to count. Favre only has to start. There's been at least 50 games when Favre didn't play into the second half.
Yeah, but the beauty of this is the times that Ripken does it, because that's where he wanted to sit. Where he did his on purpose. Where Favre has just been playing to win football games. Ripken set out, I'm going to go after a record.
Right.
And Favre is just a really fucking tough guy. Harry, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, how you doing?
Good, man.
Hey, you asked who was second place. Peyton Manning is 5 seasons behind Brett for consecutive games.
That's actually pretty damn good.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's really good that he's only 5 seasons behind, which is what, 70 fucking games, though. You know, I mean, it's a lot of games.
He's never had health problems, Peyton. So.
Well, the other thing, Peyton is bigger than Favre, has always had a better line than Favre. Favre has had to scramble. You don't see a lot of fucking scrambling with Peyton Manning. You never seen Peyton decide to take off.
No.
Here's Terry. Terry, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Hey, I was curious. Earl was coming to work anyway. Wouldn't his phone have already been charged? He didn't know he was going home.
None of this stuff makes sense. Anything that he says is a lie. And it's one of the reasons why he got sent home yesterday.
I'm not sure if his name is Earl Douglas at this point.
Yeah, that really doesn't make sense.
Earl, do you think you should have been sent home yesterday?
Yeah, I should have been sent home.
Was it something that bothered you?
Yeah, that totally bothered me.
Did you think to yourself, hey, now that I've got my phone charged, it's 7 o'clock at night, I should call Ron and try to work this thing out?
You know, I just didn't know where everyone's heads was at that particular moment.
That's why you turn your phone off, William H. Macy, because you don't want reality coming into your world.
Call him Earl Lundergaard.
Oh, this is my deal. Oh, yeah, this is my deal. Odd motherfucker. Here's Paul. Paul, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, how's it going, buddy?
Yeah.
I just wanted to comment on the Ripken Favre thing, too. You can't forget that Favre is out there getting his ass kicked, and Ripken, not only is he out there with no one trying to hurt him, but half the plays he's just standing around or sitting on the bench.
Yeah, that is a lot of truth to that. He's not in every play the way Favre is. Here's
exactly.
Drew. Drew, you're on Run of Fez. Whoops, let me try it again. Drew, you're on the Run of Fez show.
Yeah, Dave, it's Drew. A couple years ago, Cal Ripken said that Brett Favre's record was more impressive than his.
Well, he could have been drinking at the time. I don't know what goes through Cal Ripken's head.
Now you're calling Cal Ripken a drunk.
Maybe. For that interview. No, I mean...
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
Don't you think the guy who best be able to talk about it is the guy who was a part of it?
Yeah, but Cal Ripken's a classy guy, so he's going to say that kind of stuff, you know. But I'm sure deep in his heart, he knows he's a lot better than Brett.
So by being a classy guy, you mean he's a liar?
No, I mean, that's just what you do, you know. You say the politically correct thing even if you don't mean it.
You know what I want to do? I want to do that lie detector show with Earl to find out if he is telling the truth about any of this. Would you be willing to take a lie detector, Earl?
Absolutely. Would love to.
Put your job on the line. Put your career on the line. And I will have you sign a contract that you're fired if you fail this lie detector test.
I'll take a lie detector test.
Will you be fired if you lose it?
If I fail it, let the chips fall when they may. I will take a lie detector test.
I want you now. Your only fucking thing is to book a lie detector on this show.
All right.
I would book them pretty far from here because you got to save up your money.
Here is Alex. You're on Run of Fez.